Hello, my name is Malikar, nice to meet you. Welcome back to Let's Go to Reset, which is a robot which we had the feeling when she appeared. Well, where she talked to us, you know? I have a feeling of no human presence. Yeah, I'm more when she appeared and they were like, I never felt her present. I mean, they did say that a lot to even a human with a lot of power. But yeah, every time she kicked me off of something, I'm like, she's a robot, right? And I guess my son Quattri is a robot too, the way Reset look at him and everything like that. Or the memory he had with the professor, like the answer to yourself. I guess my son is also a robot. I guess the sense of being a robot for me is more easy to percept than a homunculus, because homunculus got a lot of expressions, movements and everything, and they're not too dry, but robots are different in its sense. Okay. If Reset did, like, I guess they are still experimenting till the robots can actually act, have facial expression and everything as us, but I guess that last act of Reset gave like a signal like she will becoming like a human way person, robotic. Yeah.
Oh, hello there.
I hope everything went well.
Thanks. Sounds like you pulled an all-nighter, huh?
Looks like Zeros is up and running again. Fortunately for us, the damage for him wasn't so bad. I just wish I could say the same about Reset. Putting her back to the way she was is going to take a while.
Please, don't be so downhearted. The first-rate care you've been giving me has stabilized my vitals a considerable amount.
I'm relieved to hear that.
Have you spoken to Mr. Thorndyke?
Did before coming here, yeah. He's as much of a questionable character as I was expecting. Their chief of security is the same old standoffish grump, too. You'd think it'd kill him to put on a smile.
That's just how they are, I'm afraid.
It's fine, you know. You don't need to force yourself to speak.
For what it's worth, her life isn't in any danger here. The medicine you helped me with yesterday seems to have been working wonders.
She's right. It has really made this easier for me.
Good to hear. We sure didn't think it'd end up being used on you when we took that job on.
The artificial limbs that Mr. Thorndyke brought with him are compatible with her too. That's not to say you shouldn't take it easy. Anything that involves the nervous system is a heavy burden on the body. The best thing you can do for yourself right now is get lots and lots of rest.
I will. Thank you. Though, I truly am sorry for not being able to support you all when you need it most.
Don't sweat it. We can take things from here. You just kick back and relax. Next time you wake up, you can bet we'll have good news to share. And a hell of a big bonus, too.
I'll have to look forward to that then, won't I? Follow your hearts and act as you always do. And everything will be fine.
Sorry, but I'd like to ask you something. Why? Why did you risk your life to save mine? No one should have to put themselves through something like this over someone like me.
It was because you were just so dazzlingly radiant in that moment, I suppose.
What?
You have so many people who care about you, and you care about them just as much in return. To someone who's lost her bonds, memories, and even body, the sight was almost blinding. I'm a little jealous of all you have, if I'm to tell the truth. So please, treat yourself like an irreplaceable treasure, not just for you, but for those who love you too.
I guess we can see them more like human droids at this face. They're not like They're like fully okay, now that I think about it, they're like fully human droids per se. They don't see themselves as robot or anything like that. In which it can be a foreshadowing that the human race will be robot and live forever, and put their memories and aura into those robots, as we just watched that happen. Oh my god, look at me thinking about Reset. Just how much of her is artificial anyways? Oh, I don't know for sure, but my guess is a lot. You were indirectly involved in making her who she is too, right? That's right, we assisted Marduk in researching artificial biological limbs some time ago. Our partnership only produced a prototype though. I never imagined they would actually start using that technology like this. Reset was clearly the result of multiple different technologies being used together, not just the one they developed with us. I've heard this is also a field that Institution of Technology over in the Empire has been looking into. Van, you seem like you know the truth for a while. I couldn't be sure, but I had a feel. I could tell the image I was seeing during our video calls was artificial generated. So it looked me really off guard when she just showed up in person in Tarbat. I was only when I noticed that she moved faster and kinda different from normal people that I started putting 2 and 2 together. Makes sense. I did feel like there was something strange about her, but I never would have imagined it was because of this. She is capable of far greater power and speed than an ordinary human, but she also has less price control over her body in exchange. I can imagine how much effort she has put in to be able to move as naturally as she does. She will be able to return to the way she was, won't she? I'm sure she will, right, Professor? I think there's every chance of that. The technology involved seems to be fairly well established by Marduk at this point. It won't be easy to make all the precise adjustment after retaching her limbs, but I'll make sure it happens. We are counting on ya. She may be on loan to us from Marduk, but she's as much a member of Arcade Solution as the rest of us. Anyway, time for us to get out of here. Right, we need to do what we can and put Reset at ease.
Wait! Please. If it's not too much to ask, could I keep helping you?
The music!
I want to stop Professor Callahan and the devils who've done this to him by my own hand, no matter what it takes.
Oh, Katra.
Sorry, but no can do.
I suppose that's the right decision after I landed Reset in a hospital bed. I wasn't able to use Fio and Zeros at even half of their potential, either. If all I'm gonna be is a burden to the team...
That ain't what I'm saying. You're no burden. We're gonna need you and your engineering know-how here for sure. But we're also not a charity. We only do favors for people if the client and price are a good fit. You heard what Reset said, right? If you did, then you should know what you gotta do. And where you went wrong.
You're right. I should never have done something that would upset the people who care about me. And I never will again. I just want to stop the chaos unfolding in Basel and the misuse of technology that created it. And if I'm gonna do that, it's not the help of the police or guild I need. It's you. As compensation, I can offer you my skills and expertise on technology. I can also give you my word that I'll help Essie put Reset back to the way she was as fast as possible. Is that enough to make me a good fit for you?
It sure is. We'd be happy to take that 4 SPG on.
Dude, I love this. I just love this. It's not like I want to come, okay, come. The difference, you know.
We'll be counting on you now. Couldn't ask for better than a student of Professor Hamilton's.
I mean, they all had their reason to join in. Okay, cause still they were in a classroom, but the external people, they have a reason to join us. Cause still, Stars in the Sky, each one did have a reason and a way that they needed to go there, and more that their kingdom was in danger. Hajimaru, we got C group, and yeah, and here we got like this type of growing up the group itself. As he says, not a charity. Even if you want to be added, hell no, it's not a charity.
Thank you. I won't let you down.
Promise me you'll take good care of him, okay? I'll be working around the clock too. Promise. Thank you so much. Time to get down to business.
The CID's Special Ops unit is gonna be here this evening. That means we only got half a day left to do what we want. Once they are here, we are done. We gotta make this time count. Sure felt to me like Almara's work was done after making that AI a success. You sure they didn't just bounce? No, I'm certain they are still in the region. The abnormalities in the urban net and distribution network are less pronounced than yesterday, but they're still present. Something's still happening, I'm sure of it. Really? The Almara's search is still going on somewhere in the city? Reset mentioned something earlier that I think will help me.
This might be fundamentally different to what happened in Crossbell, but I still think that is our closest reference point.
Ooh. I mean, Crossbell, oh my god. Which one I love a lot? Shoot, damn. Because Crossbell is freaking leave them alone. I'm freaking a lot of things for real. Like those two games, Mass Riviere. Like Crossbell has been such a big local point to the overarch story. Still, it appeared on Crossbell. It happened on Crossbell. Crossbell this, Crossbell that. Time leaps. Using Kia. Orbal connection as Seption's veins. A lot, you know, a lot. That and the cast and oh my god. But we also have Tries in the Sky, second chapter 2, and it's also amazing. And like that was like the fundamentals. And oh god, but Crossbell points is just, and still Josh and Renee, they're there too. Moving on, and like almost everybody from Sky is there too. Okay, that's it. Crossbell, what the hell? Crossbell will be a portal to another war. I don't know, but Crossbell won't go away.
The Orbal network and septium veins were used in the development of highly advanced technology then as well. Basel City also has both, making it the perfect environment to finish what they started.
Wait, I'm falling from my chair. Let me put my chair well. Give me 1 second here. I think I'm better. I guess I'm better. Yeah. We're better, okay. With the Orbal network and the septium veins at their disposal, they have access to effectively unlimited resource for their research. If Professor Kalagna has reached the highest that the Singularity in Crossbell did, then our foes are probably lurking somewhere in the region finishing what they started. That's still a very large area to try and find them in, though we'll have to find some way to narrow our search down. If we could get close enough to their location, the Genesis may react and show us we're on the right track too. Using the damn thing like a metal detector, huh? Suppose we gotta try anything we can at this point. Let's see if there is any more 4G speed to take care of while we start asking around. There's no telling where we may find a clue that will lead us to the truth. I'll help however I can. Wait, should I not be meddling in your other jobs now that I'm a client instead of a guide? Don't be silly, you're one of us now. You are our client, but how about we just treat you more like a temp for now? Okay, that works for me. We're happy to have you with us, even if it means the kiddo to adulteration event out here. Well then, let's get to work. I wanna stop by the guild. Bernie, G-Spar Workshop, should probably talk to our residential genius professor too. Those sound like a good place to start for me. Okay, my rounds, 4Gs, get down to it. Oh, there he is. I'm glad we didn't have to go on a wild goose chase to find you today. Ah, if it isn't the Spriggan, you look like you have something more to discuss with me. Damn right we do. I imagine you're already privy to the situation, so we don't need to bring you up to speed. Right now we're trying to get everything under control ourselves before the government intervenes any further. So that's why we wanted to ask you about... Me? What exactly do I have to do with all this? I will admit my curiosity is piqued by the developments here. Marduk is an interesting wrinkle in the story, as are Professor Calhan, should we say, inadvisable efforts. I do plan to stay and watch how this all plans out, but as I said yesterday, can you at least let me finish before dismissing me? I have to face a lot of hard truth over the past few days. I've been made to realize just how lucky I am and how much I still have to learn. I know that it's impossible to rectify all of that overnight, but there are still things I want to protect no matter the cost. All I want is for you feedback on a hypothesis of mine. I won't ask for any more of your help than that. Go on. Oh. Professor Calhan all but lives on the network now. But that goal of his contradicts the action he took. One thing doesn't add up to me. Why did he simply let the Mafia destroy the Aurora? That's a good question. I agree, that is an obvious contradiction. If they intend to use weapons of mass destruction, they must figure out how to invent and produce them. They simply don't exist yet. Professor Calhan's AI only solved one part of the problem. Even with functional blueprints, there are no means to produce them. The AI is essential in their research effort. It holds more computational power than any other machine in Basel. And if they no longer have it, that begs another question. How would they produce these nuclear weapons without the means to invent them? An astute observation. Can't say no, can you? Something tells me you want to help him out all along in spite of your protective old man act. I am simply giving him feedback he requested. It will be up to him to prove his theory, though, judging from what I have heard so far, he will find the answer soon enough. Young. You're correct, people do not grow and change overnight, but having watched you, I can see how you have matured over the years. I look forward to seeing you grow into a well-rounded scientist just as Professor Hamilton. I love Yang. Thank you. I will. He really is like a brother to you, huh? He's more helpful than he wants to admit. Curious when he is going after he leaves Basel, but I guess that ain't my business. I agree, and besides, it's not our place to tell him how to live life. We need to focus on our own work right now. You're right. I love Yang so much. Okay, be right back. Okay, let's come here, my man. Give it another look, comp. It really threw this time. Yes, Chief. Is something wrong? Anything we can help with? I wish it was that simple, but nope, ain't nothing you folks can help with. Guess it won't hurt to fill you in though. What parts for the weapon property type went missing? Yup, we found it out when we were looking into Calhan's disappearance. Most of the parts are still here. It's not like the whole thing had vanished, but there are little bits and pieces of our inventory missing. Our order sheets don't add up, and we haven't been able to find the missing part anywhere. It's not just a few of them either. We're missing huge chunks of inventory, too much stuff to count. Well, that's a bit alarming. You're talking about the weapons you showed us earlier, right? Yeah, that ain't good. And you are right, I don't know how we could help with that. Smells like an inside job to me. No way the world famous Car workshop just loses track of inventory like that. Damn straight, a lot of us here know about the weapon, but it's still a highly confidential project. We have taken extra steps to make sure nothing gets out. And of all times, this had to happen right after I went and mounted off at 1000. Shameful, I tell ya. You order parts online, don't you? I remember you showing me how that system worked. Don't you think this inventory shortfall may be related to the network problems the city been having? Our youngsters suggest the same things, not entirely off the table. I just like to think we were being more carefully than that. How could we not be given everything going on? That's understandable, yeah. I find it hard to believe it was just an accident with how careful everyone been. This feels predicted. Yeah, with all the weird shit going on, it's hard to chalk anything up to coincidence right now. There's just so much going on. We'll keep an eye out for any leads about your part though. Thanks, man, I'm sorry folks. You have got enough on your plate without us and our stupid supply hiccups. We're still trying to find Kalah, but we haven't got any good leads yet. Our best guess is that he's somewhere off the beaten path. Miktat hauled himself up somewhere on purpose even. That does sound like a good guess. Well, if you learn anything, let us know. Okay, the guild, right? Oh, Ren! You couldn't have timed your arrival better. Ren, we weren't expecting to find you here. Do you want something from us? At the opposite, I have something for you, a little piece of intel. Do you have to be babbling to them about? Hey, don't spoil her fun, Killjoy. Ladies don't like a hard ass. Excuse me? Alright boys, simmer down. That's not the time for mounting off. So what's this info about? To the surprise of no one, Almara was behind the explosion in Anchorville. It sounds like it's a mess out there right now after word got out that Almara had corporated help. Yeah, a lot of high-ranking sprays are stuck there right now, trying to sort everything out. Honestly, I'd really rather be out there right now, but we are tied up here. Yeah, after yesterday, we're not leaving anytime soon. Indeed, I'm still positive that the attack in Anchorville was just a diversion. Basel has to be their main target. In fact, we know a little more about the agents who unleashed the archaism in the city yesterday. I strongly believe it was the same duo you met in Lamport. Them again? Viola and Alexander. They caused a ton of trouble back in Lamport too. That's certainly not good. That said, we shouldn't have to worry about them here now that Marduk is in the town. How many men have they got? We talking just one area on the world city? They have enough people on the ground to rival a large Jaeger corps and with vastly better equipment. Their chief of security in particular, he's a real force of nature. Of course, I imagine you all know that pretty well already. Kasim. Yup, Gramps here described him as one of the strongest Jaegers to walk the earth. It's funny, guy's got his baby face, he doesn't even look 30, but he gives off this vibe like he could kick your ass into next week. At any rate, the city's in good hands with him patrolling around. We will still gotta figure out what Almara's plotting next though. Speaking of, you confirmed those two you encountered yesterday were connected to the gardens, correct? Yeah, say they were overseers. That checks out, they got 4 units and an overseer in charge of each one. The two of them seem to be connected to Almara differently though. Melchior is both an overseer and a high-ranking executive in Almara, but his cohorts say that she was only a contractor. Talk about complicated, I wonder what the story there is. We are in not much the wiser than you guys there, unfortunately. What we do now is that the most monstrous fan mafia and most vile assassin to ever live have joined hands, and that ain't good. Indeed, after we have Basel taken care of, we'll need to devise a strategy for dealing with them. Have you managed to learn anything more about what Almara's up to here? Unfortunately, no. If anything, we were hoping you may have a lead on where Professor Kala may be. I wish I did, but I'm not too familiar with the geography of this area. I tried to see if I could find anything on the net, but they covered their tracks. Sorry for coming up empty-handed. Don't worry about it, it really wasn't going to be that easy. You have already worked a lot on the other games. Aside from that, my only other advice is to keep the septum veins in mind. They are more relevant than you may think. The septum veins. I recall Reset mentioned those recently actually. They do have a tendency of affected the orbital network in particular. At first glance they appear unrelated. We have no way to prove they were at all related. Until a certain phenomenon in Crossbell demonstrate that the two can affect each other under the right conditions. This incident here is earlier remnants of what happened a year and a half ago. It's just my hunch though. Well, that does make a lot of sense. Yeah, thanks for the pointer. Well, we're gonna get back to tracking down Kala. What are you three up to? We're going to the runs to keep the city under control. We can't just leave it all to Marduk. Yeah, they're good, don't get me wrong, but they are even shadier than you guys are. I don't trust them. I'll be helping out too, until there is something other development that demands my attention. Please, please, please be my final battle here. I need to keep an eye on all the other students as well. We are all waiting here for you, Agnes, Odette and Albert too. Don't forget that, okay? I won't. Please be careful, Ren. We got a lot of info to work with now. Yeah, but I can't wrap my head around how it all fits together. Maybe talking it out will help. Is there a place we can chat privately? We can always head back to the inn. Actually, how about you all come to my place? You won't have to worry about people listening. Oh no, we can't impose on you like that. I really don't mind, and neither will Grant, Professor Hamilton. It's her house, but I'm the only one who lives there right now. Cool, we'll take you up on your offer. Kinda curious to see the home on one of Epstein's 3 disciples. Oh, I won't expect too much, it's just a normal family home. Anyway, we have hid over whatever you like. Let me talk to the people. Where's Ren? Hey, Ren, ooh. I will keep looking on my end, of course. A certain factory is counting on me. Ooh, certain. Among other people and groups, I can't exactly turn a blind eye to all of this. I have left Sasha in charge of the other students. I'm sure she will be able to handle things for the rest of the day. I'd like to have another chat with Professor Cronkite too, if I get a chance. I hope my hunch is off, but if it isn't, I will have lots of things to look into. Okay, let's go.
All the lights, they're passing by. And all of my thoughts, they multiply. I see it flash before my